Alright, well we're working on the firewall still. We have removed everything we pretty much need to at this point. Need to pull the steering column out still. There's some electrical connections on the side I need to get out. We're just going to tape off this speedometer cable for now and tape off some of these wires. But I need to finish sanding this top part, and we'll go ahead and spray some color on here to help protect it. Because once this thing gets back on the ground, we don't want to have to do this cowl, this firewall area again. So let's just keep on sanding. There's a lot of corrosion on this area back here next to the windshield, and the cheap, the cheap primer that they sprayed on here sands off really easy. So I think I want to swap out my 360 grit for some 120, and I'm going to try to smooth that out a bit better before we spray on the epoxy primer. Alright, going mobile here on the camera. So this is that channel I'm trying to clean out. And it doesn't look too bad, but just a few passes of the 120 grit, you can see how mottled it is. So I really want a better primer down there to protect that steel. Again, right up there. You just gotta, once you get that primer off, you can see how rough that is all across. So yeah, we'll be sealing all that in real well. It kind of sucks sanding by hand, but there's no other way to get a machine up in here, so just gotta get her done. Yeah, that was a big blob of Bondo that was stuck there. I guess from a window frame repair or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's gone now. Alright, well these hood bumpers are kind of rusty up here. They look new, but they don't want to come out. Oh man. Maybe I need a little WD. All right. There we go. All right, well, I have decided to go with the white primer on this firewall. So we're going for that bright, in-your-face, antifreeze green. Using the JX101 wax and grease remover before I put anything down here. It's a little dirty. Got a little sag. Alright, so I went ahead and scuffed up the whole thing with some 600 grit just to get some of the overspray off and to smooth it out just a hair. It looks really nice now. And there's one little area over here that was a little soft still this morning. I had to hit it with the heat gun. So I'm just going to leave that as is. But yeah, now it is time to get mean and green. In case you didn't catch the last episode, we are spraying Tamco's Sublime Green, which is like a pearl metallic. And we're going to be putting it over a white base coat. And let's see here. I think I'm going to shoot for about, man, I don't know, 6 ounces or so, maybe. That might be enough to put a couple coats on. This stuff covers really well. So 2 coats on a white base coat is pretty much all you need. And because this is a base coat clear coat and not a tri-coat, it's a little less technique sensitive for beginner painters like myself. I've probably painted, I don't know, 6 or 7 cars. And you know, I still consider myself a beginner. I don't have a professional spray booth or anything. I'm working out of my garage still. So this is a lot easier to spray than a true pearl. So yeah, with this Tamco paint, you get a pearl effect without all the difficulties. Haha. There you go. It's gorgeous. Alright. I'm not used to spraying these high-end paints like this. They are pricey. But honestly though, if you watch my Maserati video, this stuff is less than half the cost of the base coat for the Maserati. So yeah, it's going to be more than the Eastwood stuff, but I haven't been real happy with Eastwood. Now I like Eastwood epoxy primer. That's pretty good. I haven't sprayed the Tamco epoxy primer. If you guys want to send me some, feel free to. But yeah, Eastwood epoxy primer I like. Their base coat, clear coat, I do not. So anyway, I'm not going to use any reducer today because it is chilly outside. When I say chilly, it's 60 degrees in the garage. And this stuff flows pretty well. And it's mixed 1-to-1 with the hardener. And in my past experience, when you reduce metallics, they get a little harder to spray. It seems like the metal particles tend to run more. Alright guys, can you see that color? Man. Just wait till you see it on the truck. Alright, I'm going to let that set for just a couple of minutes before I load the gun. When I spray this firewall, I am going to do my first coat in all the nooks and crannies. Try to fill those up first. Just a light coat. Then we'll let that set for a few minutes, and then we'll hit our first real base coat. So just kind of giving you a preview of what I'm going to do here.
Test 2.
Alright. Well, I already told you guys that this Tamco paint is not a tri-coat. It's actually just a base coat, clear coat. So what I'm going to do for my first layer of clear is I've mixed up some clear, just a few ounces here. What is that? 8 ounces. 1 cup. But I didn't rinse my cup out. I didn't rinse out my mixing cup. So this is 98% clear coat and 2% paint. And the idea is it's going to give it a little bit more of a candy sheen, a little bit more depth to the paint when we actually do the final clear coat. So it's just a firewall. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Like I said, I'm not doing the whole car, not yet. So I'm just experimenting. Let's see how this looks. Another benefit is there's less green to clean up.
Alright, first coat of clear.
Alright, well there it is. Tamco Sublime Green Pearl over white base coat. And I did 2 coats of color, 1 coat of intercoat clear with just a shade bit of green, and then another heavy coat of clear on top of that. Man, this color is amazing, you know? I think back of all those wasted years of me driving boring cars. I should have been painting like this since the beginning. This is pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you like this. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.